Hi, Mr. Fazio. How are you? This is David.
How are you?
We emailed last night.
Yes.
Yes, hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for doing this, by the way.
Right.
I also have my group partner, Ashley, on the other line. She's just recording the conversation for future reference.
Sure.
And I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I have about 5 or 6 questions lined up. Mm-hmm. So, whenever you're ready, if that's okay.
Yep.
All right, so for the first question, I'll start off with how updated are your sports gear and equipment, and how are they helping to prevent concussions?
Well, we have a national sports program here at Bosco Prep that we have top of the line. We have partnership with Nike. So our sports gear is probably the best of any high school,
Okay.
Or all of the best of any high school in America.
Okay, awesome. If a student is suffering from a concussion, how is the school addressing the issue?
Okay, well, we have an athletic trainer that's on staff full-time. They go through the concussion protocol, which we have in place, and they are not cleared to play until they pass the test. It's a very, very specific concussion protocol that's aligned with the state statute, so it's taken very, very seriously and followed to the letter of the law.
Okay, perfect. And your student athletes take 2 concussive tests?
Correct.
For this season? All right.
That's
and
correct.
Then after, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. How do you guys track concussive injuries for follow-up and treatment in the future?
Oh, well, there's again a protocol that we have in place. Once a student gets a concussion, they're followed through for 12 months. So they're seen each and every after the concussion and they're cleared. They're seen weekly and then monthly.
12 months, you said?
Yes.
Perfect. Seen weekly and monthly. What exactly is your school doing to prevent injuries like these?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with professional development for our coaching staff. So we always have ongoing professional development, looking at the most current scientific research that's out there to help us. That means equipment. That means techniques of what they're doing drill-wise, and learning constantly about the research that's out there. I think that's really, really important. And then, of course, informing the athlete of, the seriousness of following the coaching as to how you're supposed to, perform in an athletic event. If you're leading with your head, let's say in football, that's not a smart thing, right? That's not what we teach.
Yes, correct.
So, if you're playing volleyball, you're at the net. There's certain things that you're supposed to be doing so that you don't get hit in the head with the ball, right?
Yes.
So we teach all those things. I think a lot of professional development helps us.
Okay, awesome. Just 2 more questions I've left for you. Say a student takes a nasty hit during football practice and is slow to get back on his or her feet. What procedures do you take following the impact to ensure the student may or may not have suffered a concussion?
Can you say that again?
Yes. So let's say a student athlete is at football practice and takes a nasty hit,
right,
and it's slow to get back on his or her feet.
Right.
What procedures do you guys take following the impact to ensure the student may or may not have suffered a concussion?
Well, again, this comes down to professional development and following the rules. Coach should remove the student from the field and have him sit on the bench. Trainer who's on site should see the player, okay, immediately before he goes back in. He should be checked after practice. If it's a hit that requires a phone call to a parent, we'll make that call. And follow up at night to make sure that the boy's okay. The next morning when he comes into school, the athletic trainer will call him down just to make sure that everything's okay. So I think that clear and constant communication with all the people that are, dealing with that athlete is extremely important. A lot of preventive maintenance, to serious injuries.
Okay, awesome. And for my last question, does your school have a board policy manual or some sort of document for concussion injuries?
Yes.
And is it possible to share that document with us?
You'd have to speak to my athletic director, whose name is Brian McAleer, capital MC, capital ALEER. And you would call this number, and his extension is 120. He has the document.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much once again.
You're welcome. Good luck with your program.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, so...
Did you record all that?
Yeah.
Did you give